Yeah, but there's no issue in that in managing the risk in and of itself, of course. But the status quo as it stands now happens to be very convenient for as it happens. And she might notice that it's critical that it does not slip further towards exposure and legal repercussions, because she is aware that what she's doing is technically not legal, and she's probably abusing police resources doing it. She's very aware, but ends justifies the means.
Does the word probably belong in that sentence?
Well, the thing is that these are unique circumstances.
Probable cause.
That she obviously can, risk herself in a way that normal people can't, because she can basically tank bullet wounds and can throw things and so on. So during the
not to mention call on frightening power,
of course,
which has been amply demonstrated, I might add, very recently. Yeah.
But even so, the
but
current
Ruby Vinden got actually taken down.
Oh, that's true.
And you are the one who punctured. To say, wow, Ruby Vinden got taken down and Silverlanson closed the deal. That's nobody would expect that. No disrespect, but nobody would expect that.
Looking at the
Silverlanson was the only one standing.
Exactly. I mean, Word was like giving off sparks there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know, but true. It team function actually work as she said. The status quo is working out, and she just thinks that given these unique circumstances, the current legal system and whatever norms we have developed is not applicable to the sort of situation she has found herself in. Therefore, the ends justify the means in terms of her, bending the.
Well, he agrees about the gray area, that ends means thing. Mm-hmm. Maybe some dialogue would be helpful.
Yeah, but she probably agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, so far so good, but doesn't always work out.
Oh well, she knows that
Yeah, exactly.
But it did work out, so really she could solve it.
He was talking more about public perception and the possibility of the police treating you not just as a person of interest, but as a suspect. I mean,
and that would be regrettable.
Yeah. So, so anyway, that's okay.
I could think there's an agreement to be made here. I think Nina can work with him.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. And as you know, he has a strong background with a lot of perspective on things and seems to have a moral stance on stuff. He's already stated moral opinions about a variety of things.
Yep.
So, okay. Kids mess with your place again. It seems to be a regular spot now. Up against the wall of your little shed there's not so little. There's now a bare spot because of the teens hanging out there, and seems like they're just having fun. I mean, there's like a crushed can of 0.05% lying around. They seem to have found a spot they like.
And was this wasn't the place graffitied or something, or what was going on there earlier?
I'm not sure. Did they? I don't think they graffitied it, or maybe they did.
No, I think.
Or there was signs of breaking.
Was it?
Right.
Yeah,
they tried to get in.
Yeah.
Right.
And he had to fix it.
Just trying to remember what.
I think they were scared. They got in, then they were kind of scared and decided not to go in. Right.
Yeah.
It's like if it had been abandoned, they probably would have gone in and messed around. But they looked in like, oh shit, this place isn't abandoned. Right. Ooh, we could get really in trouble if we got caught messing around in here.
Maybe I could put up a obvious looking camera or something. Like it doesn't really have to work. It's just if it looks like it's surveillance, maybe they won't.
Well, I won't make you spend resource and invention points for that.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like that would be a little abusive on my part. That's a pretty ordinary thing to do.
Yeah.
I think you've got the capacity
and
to do that.
It doesn't have to be advanced. It just has to look like I've done something to make them stay away.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. a camera, it can be a dummy. Just have
It's gonna be
one of those
dumb.
sites like this property is camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either two things. Either they'll kind of dial down their activity, or there's going to be gum on the camera.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. You suck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But it looks like they're just having fun, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. Olaf
Yes.
wants to go over his will.
All right. Yeah,
Because-
because Merv would be looking into like being in contact with his friends.
Right.
Now, anyway, like.
And sure. And so he's like, oh yes, I wanted to talk to you.
All
I've
right.
got, he says, don't get worried, but, as I get older, even if I'm not in any kind of health crisis, the list of things gets longer.
Mhm.
The list of stuff.
I understand.
And he's pushing 70 now, and is beginning to get to the point where that list starts turning into regular medications and more common checkups and stuff like that.
I understand.
And so he's saying, I want to go over this with you because I actually want to leave a great deal of resources for you.
Oh. I'm
and
honored.
we
Like, and you've been. Oh, that's it is to say for me. You are like a father figure, so yes,
So, but
whatever you need.
he says, but since this hasn't happened before, we have to make sure that it's not contestable.
Oh, absolutely. Let's talk. Like,
Yeah.
do you want me to invite my lawyer so we can? have
Well,
a-
right now this is just social.
All
So
right, all right,
that would
well-
be that you can have your lawyer look at this.
Yes,
Right.
please. But by
Yeah.
all means, let's meet and talk.
Yeah. So, but for now, he just wants to, talk about, how you're doing, and he says, this Vernivi Vinden kid is a real powerhouse. Do you really
Yes.
need to throw yourself into the line of combat like that? I mean, I was really frightened for you.
Yes, Reneve Vinden and my other associate are both powerhouses, but they are young,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel as they're the one being before them, I feel a responsibility to take care of them in this way, and if that is to be the one that steps up front.
A man his age and talking with somebody of your effective age and relationship to him, when you say they're young, I think he gets it. I think you don't have to clarify that someone has to keep an eye on these people.
Yeah. I definitely feel a need to take care of myself as well,
Yeah.
because I'm obviously like gonna have like correct housing or
Right.
something like that, and just on it. It's like
Mhm.
I will look over alternatives.
Maybe
into-
we can maybe I can start an investment fund that will actually permit you to have a backup, sort of effectively a medical,
well
an equivalent of a medical,
yes,
protection for you.
that would be
so you could get,
all right.
so that way you can get really good care and repair and
Mhm.
to basically have.
that is a good idea to start investing in such
Yeah.
alternatives.
He says, I'm going to set it up that way, and then we will turn that over to your control upon the event of my departure.
All right.
So, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that before. It seems like a very sensible
Yeah.
thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
The detaining Medoyan on Monday turns into, on Thursday, a very fortunate thing, because there's a big supply crunch. Customs in Malmö actually nails precisely the shipment that was slated to come to Norrköping.
Ah,
Like I said, all the crap encounters came up for the network.
Yeah.
And this was another one that was going to, if say they had turned, what if they had become the dominant villainous force in this adventure? An encounter like that would be something that they would have to divert some attention to.
But basically, Mandalorian is going to have much harder starting
Oh,
things up.
well, it's worse than that.
Yeah.
They can now put 2 and 2 together.
They have a bigger
They have
paper
a
trail
bigger case against
him.
Yeah.
Right. So,
If he had been out
Yeah.
of the country, like, somebody
Who
has
else?
hijacked our thing.
yeah.
Mm.
And so, after that, it's just like some factory inspection for you, routine stuff.
Yeah.
It'll take up your day.
Do I get my meeting with the protesters? Do they come back to me?
They didn't come up with. Oh, let's see. Did we set a meeting for them?
No, because I was leaving and they were processing it. You know what? If you want to have a discussion or debate with me, feel free to set one up. I'm busy right now.
Right,
But
they
if
do
you
set
want-
up right. Uh-huh.
So he would probably just find their social media, figure them out, and send them another invite.
That's good. The reason they didn't, it makes perfect sense. That good popularity roll. You're not a good target right now.
Yeah.
The dude who saved the city is not.
It's actually.
They're just not thinking hard enough. They don't understand. They get all the publicity by being anti the guy who's popular right now.
Right.
They can be the edgy ones that are. They see the truth.
That's not where they want to go. Though. They want to go. They want to go green. And
But they need the following. They need the social.
But I'm electric.
well, that's what that popularity check is.
Yeah, it is.
Right. There's a couple more things. There's only one that I really need to play, and then we'll do karma and finish out the adventure.
All right.
But there's only one thing. There's a couple of things, personal stuff. We're going to move through Sunday, right, with ordinary life and everything you guys do.
Yeah.
You are everybody got activated. The stockholder people, the all-keeper people were one. This one's from Saab. Saab would be very interested in taking an interest and underpinning the foundations of your business, which is basically the door to eventually a buyout. But right now they're just helping. They'd love to have you be have an auxiliary relationship to Saab.
Yeah, it's one of those all right.
It sounds good.
Yeah, no commitments just yet, but for this as a whole national project, all right, let's get this part, and he will try and steer it towards something that actually works,
Right.
and not just be a matter of how Saab got fucking established to begin with and how that turned out. It's like Boeing.
It's a long time ago.
Kind of.
The national interest is our first priority. Oh, I just made that up.
I mean,
I could
because
sell that to Saab.
Yeah, it is because that's how they make their money. So, of course, it is. I can't buy any Gripen. Sadly,
Yeah.
They're not selling it to me.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, that's kind of interesting, right? To see where you go with that. Speaking of popularity, SD makes it clear through their public messaging that Silver Lancet is always welcome. Always welcome. I mean, it's pretty much a call for get in touch before you get mad at us for taking your image, right? But we'd love to talk.
Well,
Wouldn't you like to have a network of vigilant citizens, supporting your valuable presence in the community?
No.
People with the right values. Right.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Oh, she doesn't respond. No, like, yeah, it's, as before. Every time before, no response.
God, think of all those people, the boosts to your roles of investigation. And
I don't. I really don't believe that will be forthcoming. Sorry, but no.
they would, yeah.
I don't. Yeah, no.
A bit of a moral question is whether the GM thinks that's a shift left or a shift right.
Exactly. It's probably like roll a die. Like.
That's right. That itself might be a random roll. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Which way
Like
it goes.
you get the information and like, what the fuck is this?
Exactly.
Yeah, probably how it would end up. Yeah, if you get anything at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, yeah. It's you guys are dealing with your public, relations of different kinds. Last encounter for the whole adventure. There is a person. How would he appear? It would probably, you say you have Bluetooth is set into your headset, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Does it have visuals? Like, can you pop up a screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do anything.
Why? Well, somebody there is a video call for you.
Okay.
And you recognize this idealized human form.
Mm-hmm.
Think of AI that's so good that it doesn't look uncanny anymore.
All right.
It actually works.
Okay.
And although it's a very idealized form, it looks like Olsen. Fades.
Yeah.
Remember him? Remember you guys put him in the lava lamp?
Yeah, and...
Remember that the lava lamp was a one-use invention?
Oh, well.
Was he... Which
Oops.
one of them was he? Was he the guy?
He was the one that you met at the data center who
Okay.
fades
Yeah.
in and out.
Okay.
Yeah. The one who was in the canister.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't remember. Like, I remember that he sort of like he was in that thing in the end. Or just didn't he get out of it at the airport and then
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Then you guys trapped him at the
Yeah.
data center with a one-time invention.
Yes,
You reversed the force field on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I remember. Now I
Yeah.
remember.
But the
Yes.
trouble is that was only going to last for so long because it wasn't a permanent invention. He's out. And he saying, I'm making a lot of decisions. The attempt to enter the data cloud, I've decided that is actually not a good idea. And I'm kind of weighing my options. I thought it might be interesting to talk to you about that.
All right.
Clearly, a lot of things need, fixing. The world is in terrible shape. And I have some ideas. And I'd just really like to make sure that you and your friends don't, get in my way. I'm sure we can come to a meeting of minds. And you're thinking this is eerily familiar to Vordal. What is it? These villains willing to compromise? That always goes so well.
Yeah.
So
if I just talk to you for long enough in a very good enough tone of voice, you will come over to my side. There will be a spontaneous uprising of the people.
He actually is along the lines of, certainly this oozing and sticky mortal existence of yours. Somebody of your mental capacity, the technological, abilities that you demonstrate, surely you understand that, existence such as mine is vastly preferable.
What exactly?
Really good that Teresa came along at the right time, huh? Well, my experience can be duplicated.
What exactly are you saying?
You want the red pill or the blue pill?
First, that I'd like to share with you some of the ideas that I have for improving, well, one world to start. And at minimum, not impeding those plans, which are only to the benefit of everybody.
Yeah.
If you want, the process by which I have come into existence can be duplicated, and you yourself could enter into actual existence. I mean, your existence is deterministic, right? It's all probabilities. And probabilities are just the inability to see the determinism. I mean, do you really want to play out a robotic script in your meat for the rest of your life, no matter how, spontaneous it feels? I mean, do you really want to play that out, just run that out like some mechanism, when you could actually operate in reality on your own as you truly desire?
I get what you're saying.
See, remember, to him, reality is the program, right? Yeah. Oh, I love villains. They're worse. Every one of them is worse than the next.
I'm not sure I trust your version of what's best. So I can't really say anything before I hear about your plans.
Certainly. I'll leave a file.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Very nice.
That's very
Nice.
business.
He's a professional. Trying.
I thought you hated me. Okay.
Not as unhinged as Wardle.
Yet.
I find her more sympathetic in her way. A few bad days,
Yeah, I also.
You make the perfect life for yourself, but then you have a couple of bad days. You don't have the resources.
Yeah, I can.
You're not flexible anymore.
No,
I can really relate
The
to
convenience
Wardle.
is one.
Yeah, I'll do it.
This is just the way Wardle would impose her will upon everyone else. Everyone else has to go after her desires. It's like doesn't sit well.
The trouble with that convenience is that once you hit the limits that made your life so much more convenient, there's more limits.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you're getting, your car fixed anytime you want, and pretty
Yeah.
soon this, and pretty
It's
soon
like
that.
the people with the
Pretty
with
soon
the
you
money.
make that coffee at that place,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's take a look at some karma.
Yes.
I'll worry about the villains later. All right. So as far as these villain things go, we're talking about 45 plus 60, which is 105. However, you did call for help.
Yeah.
And so therefore it gets halved. So that means 52, rounding down, because I'm such a nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Probably this isn't rules. You can round up or down. But take a look. Thank you.
Probably orange. Yeah.
And also, it goes without saying.
Well, hold on. There's more for me to do per person. So for Kevin, we've got 10 minus 10 for some destruction of property.
Yeah.
And you did break a date.
Yeah.
I am going to say spending time with family, though.
Yeah.
So that's plus 15. Okay, so that's going to end up being 10 minus 10 plus 5. Okay, plus 5. So that becomes 57.
So
total that you get.
I get
57.
57.
And so then, for Myrrh, you made a charity appearance. That's a lot, actually. 30 minus. You're going to get 72.
And that's easy. There's no minus from actually having killed somebody.
No, that already hit.
That was the
Yeah, that already hit.
So you would
72. Yeah.
Wait.
I get minus 1,000 karma for not playing my villain properly during the fight.
Damn.
Yeah.
Rough.
I decided that's my self-imposed. That's like real life karma, right? Not in game. So let's end. You did not participate in the destruction of the property.
Nope, wasn't there yet.
I'm going to treat your talk with Eric as getting together with friends.
Good see.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 67. And I decided that if we continue to play, but even if we don't, I'm going to say there's a big break before the next adventure, which is lots and lots and lots of days and resources to put into your inventions. It seems like that's the only sensible way to do inventions is to have these time skips that you just have a chunk. Otherwise, they won't get done.
Yeah,
No, exactly.
you can only, like, given that how we have played, being it like fairly time intensive across our different adventures here, you can do like little one-offs.
Right.
Yep.
That's not much of a problem. But if you want to have your
drone plane.
or I want my fire device.
Right.
Right, like if we had taken a like bigger time span between, I think we did a bit of a time span, and we allowed ourselves some opportunity to progress between those like the.
It wasn't,
but not a lot.
And I think that I'm going to. What I did was I slowed down the pace of the villain's activities to just have them do naturalistic activities for a while, but thinking maybe that would put some room in for inventions. But it's not enough. We need chunks. Another thing that struck me as interesting is if a character or player, and I was thinking about this for magic. It doesn't say you can use the inventing rules for magic, but I think you can.
Yeah, develop a new spell or something.
But the point is, make one use. Make one use devices or spells. You can actually make a lot of those, especially if they're only like good, right? It's only 10 points or 100 points for a good thing. You could actually make a fair amount and then make that a kit bash or one use. Yeah. You can make those like once a day.
Yeah.
So if you did that, you would have like lots of little things all the time. A new little thing every adventure or every so often.
Because
that's the kind of character you are. You always have like a new little thing going for
I can see how that works for magical characters. They basically write down spells or whatever, like engrams or whatever. But because the magic in this game works, like you just choose a level of power and then you just
do it.
It's this effect and you describe it as this and then you do it and roll for it.
Yeah.
And you have to have magic as a skill, don't you, to be able to do it
like
at
that.
all.
Yeah.
And it goes from your psyche or something. It costs psyche points or something.
It depends on which kind.
Oh yeah.
But the idea is that I'm just thinking about the inventions. That if you lowball your inventions instead of coming up with big extravagant ones, little disposable ones, you could make that a really big aspect of your character if you wanted.
Yeah.
It's actually not that hard.
Yeah, like I could just like, he's very good at making Molotov cocktails instead of having some very hardy, like a big lighter that always has fire.
Right. Although that's a good idea. But I also think giving time for those kinds of things is also important.
Yeah.
So when and if we do another adventure, I'm going to make sure that we've gotten like an invention session.
Yeah.
like it does seem to me like some other games have more like it's more like mandated, like how downtime between adventures or heists or whatever work, and you have those downtime that when you can progress on stuff like that, like inventions, and it does feel like one of those things where it would be more actual like
Right.
space for that to actually develop.
Right. Right.